Do you feel like you've been spread too thin for too long? COVID has dragged on. There has just been this constant change, and now the return to the office, the worry about our kids' future, the impacts that are going to last long beyond the pandemic have left us all feeling a bit fatigued. Do you feel like the battery's a bit empty? The tank needs refueling. You're not alone, it's not uncommon. I think we've all felt a bit like this over the past couple of years. And of course, for the last couple of years, life has been up in the air. Everything has been harder, and we haven't even been able to go on our holidays and take a break. So we need to rest, we need to reset. And springtime is an ideal time as well for renewal. It's what nature is doing every spring. And as we come out of this spring renewal, we can think about what's next, life ahead. And how is it going to be different? How are we going to maintain the energy and be our best to tackle what's next? It's a bit like when your phone is on low power mode. The battery drops, we switch it onto low power mode, and yet we're still checking our messages, our emails, sending texts, ordering Ubers, in a hope that the phone doesn't die before we can get to a charging point. And that's a little bit like how we feel post-COVID. We need to plug in to a charging point. We're all wandering around on low power mode, wondering why we don't feel our best and why we're not performing at our best when we know we're capable of more. And yet there's just this feeling of, I'm over it, I'm tired. And this productivity guilt that then comes in. I know I'm capable of more, but I just haven't got the energy. We get frustrated with our loved ones because our tolerance levels have gone down. And that's all normal. It's also a sign that we need to take a break. We need to pause. We need to press reset. A little bit like when your device freezes, when our laptops freeze and we ring IT, the first thing they tell us is, oh, turn it off for a couple of minutes and back on again, see what happens. 9 times out of 10, it fixes it. In fact, the quote by Anne Lamott, everything works again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. And this is your opportunity to come on retreat with me and unplug for a few minutes, to plug yourself into charge, to refuel the tank. Now, the reason I love retreats is because I am a bit of an enthusiast. I've been on many, many retreats over the years, and it is where I reset. It is where I rest. It is often where I have my best ideas as well, because I'm creating the space to think about the more important things in life that we don't get a chance to amid all the noise and busyness of day-to-day life. So sometimes it's only when we take ourselves out of that we get the opportunity to get the perspective and to start thinking about the important things, to start reordering bits of our lives in ways that make sense. So if you feel the need to rest, reset, renew this spring, come and join us on retreat in the beautiful Nelson, just half an hour from the capital. We'll pick you up from the airport. Included in your price, you get everything. So your own room, most of them have got en suites. You have the choice of staying in a beautiful luxury house or in a hut, a beautifully appointed hut, rurally with en suites and outdoor baths. There's an on-site sauna. We get beautiful, nutritious plant-based food included. Also, there are optional yoga classes, meditation classes, and I'll be weaving through 3 of my most popular workshops to help give you that opportunity to reflect and support you through that process of resetting and renewing.